Ladipoe. Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Grace Okogu or Gracie Lou and this is my Lagos journal. Working in Lagos can be pretty challenging, and I personally feel that when you're a creative, or if you're a creative, it's double that challenge because unlike the corporate work where you have to go to a particular building or particular place every day, being a creative or a freelancer, it entails you moving around, going from one event to the other, going from one company to the other to do your job. I just thought about it. I was like, we're always talking about going to this place, visiting this place, and we usually miss the most important thing, and that is packing a bag for your everyday hustle or your everyday running around. That is why this episode, and I'm titling it Back to Go, because I feel it's necessary for people to know the necessary things to pack to run around your daily hustle. And I've divided these essentials, these things you need, in two categories: the primary categories and the secondary categories. The primary categories are those ones you need basically. These are the things that you need to do your work, and the secondary category of things you need are those things you actually just need to survive, and you may or may not do without them. So first of all, we're going to talk about the primary category. If you're a creative, whether you're a writer, a photographer, a designer, whatnot, the first thing you would need is your gadget. So the phone is very important because you need to make phone calls. You need to call and know, okay, if the person you're working for, your colleague or colleagues rather, are they at this place at this time, are they at that place at this time. Sometimes you even need your phone to check traffic, you need to check other things, you need to keep updated. So you need this portable guy here, your cell phone. The second thing you need is a camera. This is actually a GoPro. I don't have an actual camera. This is a GoPro, and it belongs to where I work. Sometimes, if you're into photography or visual arts, you need to take pictures of things. I mean, sometimes you might even be in the bus, stuck in traffic, and then you see something that really inspires you or really speaks to you, and you need to take a picture then. So you need to go around with your camera. The other thing you would need is a laptop. Excuse me. You need a laptop because you need to type stuff. Even when you want to design stuff, you need to do it somewhere, and a laptop or any kind of device that can help you do that. But laptops are common, and so yeah, you need a laptop to do things. Maybe you're designing dresses, you are designing an art, you are if you're a writer, you definitely need a laptop. Because I'm a writer, I always go around with a notepad. This is a very beautiful Ankara inspired notepad I got from a bookstore in Palms, and I love it because of the design. It's very beautiful, and because you need a pen, because you need a book, you definitely need a pen. But if you're into artworks, you're into sketching, you need a sketch pad, but something portable to carry around with you, because sometimes you might be somewhere and inspiration sets in, like I said, and you need to take down notes. This is very important. One more essential thing you need, these guys, your wallet and your money bags. Usually most people have one wallet, but I have two because I always like to split my money. I like to split change, and when I have bulker notes, so I tend to put my bulker notes here because they have more compartments, and I put all of my cards here, as you can see, as opposed to this one that is just open like that. I put all of my change here so that when I want to pay a keke guy, I want to pay a bus guy, I just grab some notes from here and pay. So these guys make up the primary things you need for every creative. You need your phone, you would need a camera. But the camera is it's not really so necessary, because if you're a writer and you don't have a camera, you can't kill yourself. But if you're into photography, you definitely need a camera. Now for the secondary things you need, I personally always like to carry a novel, but this is not a novel actually. This is a German notes guide that I always carry around. It helps with grammar check. So it could be anything you like. It could be a novel. Maybe you are stuck in traffic, you don't want to be scrolling through your phone, you want to be reading something, yeah, you should definitely carry a novel or a book to study at some point. If you're going to carry your phone and your laptop, I'm sorry, I didn't bring the charger of the laptop. If you're going to carry your phone or your laptop or any other gadget, you will need a charger because you're going to be using it and the battery is going to drain. So you need something to keep it powered up. And seeing as the kind of situation we have in Nigeria, we cannot always trust electricity here. So you need to keep your devices, you need to keep all of your gadgets powered up because you don't know when or in what situation you'll be in the next hour or not. So you need to keep your devices powered up. I mean, this is optional, but I personally prefer to have an earphone with me because I like to listen to some of my music while I'm going somewhere. It doesn't matter if I'm walking there, if I'm taking a bus or a cab, whichever way. Even sometimes when I'm walking, I want to have my earphones plugged in because probably there's noise around and I don't want to get distracted, or I just want to zone in into that, just be inspired. So you need your earphones for that. Water. I mean, there's so much struggle already, there's so much hustle, you are stuck in traffic, this is happening, you are thirsty, you need water. Some people like to carry other carbonated drinks. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, but I always make sure that in my bag I have water. I have one of these guys. You guys, please don't laugh at me, but I always like to carry my hand sanitizer around. I mean, you never can see with your physical eyes the germs, the bacteria that you carry around. I mean, you're walking down the stairs, you're touching the banisters, you're touching walls, people are touching you and all. You need your hand sanitizer. I don't know, people are not really big on this, but I personally, I always like to go with my hand sanitizer because even apart from meeting people and being in contact with other things that are prone to carry bacteria, when you use the toilet and you wash your hands, I always feel 100% safer using the hand sanitizer. I'm not really big on makeup, so I mostly just carry my powder and a lip balm or a lip gloss, and I'm fine. Except for the days where I have to do a very big shoot and you see me carrying makeup, but mostly you see me with just lip gloss and chewing gum. I don't know if this should make the list, but I love to chew gum, especially when I am working for a longer period of time, and I know that I will tend to be sleepy. So I always carry these guys around so that whenever the sleep starts kicking in, or I just want to exercise my gums, I know that I have one of them around. And for the final thing, I always carry a body spray around me. I mean, sometimes I notice that when people are, especially when in buses or like very cramped commercial vehicles, when you stay so long in a hold up, the smell of gas, the smell of smoke starts to wear off on you, and you wouldn't want to meet a potential client or your colleagues or your boss smelling like petrol or fuel. So I mean, these guys always help you to touch up and feel fresh about yourself. Apart from that, I had this tote bag customized for me. It has you can see the Gracing Lou by me. She's on Instagram. You can always contact her for yours. The wonderful thing about this tote bag is that it is very functional, because you can carry it for all occasions, and you can see the amount of things, the quantity of things this tiny guy here carried. It's surprisingly larger than it looks, and actually very strong. I carry it for almost all events. If I'm going for a movie premiere, if I'm going for a social gathering or any kind of thing, even when I'm going out with my friend, going to hang out in a restaurant, going somewhere else, I always carry this bag, and because it's black, it easily fits with any outfits you put on. So I hope this little episode helped you guys. I mean, I'm talking about the crazy now. I probably might do one for those in the corporate line or corporate discipline, because it's slightly different from the creatives. But I mean, in my own opinion, this is what I feel that every creative should have. And if you think I missed out on this, if you think I missed out any item, please feel free to tell me in the comment section so that I will take corrections, and probably do another episode where I like an extended version. Oh, this is part 2 of this. My name is Grace Okogu, or Gracie Blue, and I will see you guys next time. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow up on all other episodes of my Ladipoe journal and every other stuff we have there for you. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Ladipoe, but you knew that.